Today's session is about two classical studies of industrial and organizational psychology. So, among the two classical studies, today we will discuss about the time and motion study, its nature and the characteristics. The learning objective of this session is to understand how the efficiency of the employees increases using time and motion study. Session outcome of this session is the students are able to understand the mechanisms of time and motion study to improve the productivity of employees. So the main motive of the industrial psychologists is to increase the efficiency of the workers. Different methods have been used to increase the efficiency of the employees. Time and motion study is one best method in this direction. The idea of the time and motion study was first put forward by Taylor in the year 1911, and then later it was developed into a highly organized system by Mr. and Mrs. Gilbert in 1911. According to Taylor, each job should carefully subdivided into its elementary operations, and each of these should receive the most thorough time. The basic principle of time and motion study, according to Gilbert, is the elimination of unnecessary movements, retention of shortest and economical movements, simplification of work patterns, and assigning different work to different people. Let us look into the nature and characteristic of this study. Motion study is the procedure of analyzing a job into component operators so that the job can be completed in a minimum time with least effort and the least expenditure of energy. It is the process of eliminating the unnecessary movements and improving the necessary ones. After examining the different elements of work, the work is organized in such a way that it becomes smoother, easier, and simpler and improves the work proficiency. In short, motion study try to find out the shortcuts. In motion study, the operation of the skilled workers is photographed by movie cameras, and the simple and correct movement of each job is determined and used to train new workers in an efficient manner. The motion study breaks the various movements by reassembling them, removing the unnecessary movements, and improving the necessary ones. Gilbert says, motion study looks for the causes and effectiveness in work. As a method and as a technique, the time and motion study shows how best to perform an activity. Whereas in time study, the time taken for different operations by efficient workers were noted, and how much time is taken for a particular task that can also be noted, and then a standard time for each job can be found out. Thus, the time and motion study increases production without increasing the expenditure of human energy. The jobs are selected, modified, and reorganized in a desirable manner. The study tries to make the work easier and more efficient by eliminating unnecessary, painful, troublesome, and the fatiguing movements. An attempt is also made to make the operation smooth and rhythmic. The approach of time and motion study is to fit jobs to men rather than men to jobs. It pleads for the change in the design and operation of machines to suit human abilities and purpose. So it supports the aim of human engineering. The time and motion study lays down a standard method and a standard time in which the work has to be done. In the time and motion study, a job is split up, and on the basis of efficiency and capacity, different portions of the jobs are assigned to different people. The session summary is the idea of the time and motion study was first put forwarded by Taylor in 1911, and later developed into a highly organized system by Mr. and Mrs. Gilbert in 1911. The basic principle of time and motion study, according to Gilbert, is the elimination of unnecessary movements, retention of shortest and economical movements, simplification of work patterns, and assigning different work to different people. Thank you.